Make the ground shake.
Hello YouTube, I have a video today and it's about when will the Bleach anime return. And before I start my video, I'm gonna say that this is all speculation and theorizing and just rumors I've heard on the internet, some facts, just stuff like that, and I'm adding it all together to try to think on when the anime will return, if the anime does return. And this video is kind of like a re-video, if you want to say, because I made a video about 2 years ago about when will the Bleach anime return, and it was a very crappy video, and it got about 250 views, actually 250 views right on the dot, I'm pretty sure. My mic was buzzing and everything, so I thought I'd make a new video about it, and I didn't really know much what I was talking about when I made that video, so I thought, hey, I'm going to make a video about it now, and it's going to be called When Will the Bleach Anime Return, and you guys are watching it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, and what my first thing that I have to say is I'm going to talk about the manga sales. And I know that it really is not about the anime, but it has something to do with the anime coming back. So if you look at the manga sales between 2012 and 2015, they are about the same amount of copies sold. They are in the high 2 millions is the amount of copies sold. The only thing that actually is going down is the rank, and the reason for that is other mangas are selling more copies than Bleach is. While Bleach is staying at the same level, it's going down in rank, while other mangas are fluctuating and changing a whole bunch. Maybe not a lot, maybe they're like Bleach, but they're just selling more copies than Bleach. So we know that the Bleach anime was cancelled in 2012, and in 2012 the manga sales went down about 2 million from the manga sales in 2011. The manga sales in 2011 were still going down, but they were higher than what 2012 manga sales were because there was no anime. In 2011, the manga sales were the low 4 millions, and in 2011 the anime, no, not the anime. In 2011, yes, the anime. I'm getting confused there. Both in the anime and the manga, there was the Aizen fight in 2011. And you would think, wow, the manga went down in sales there? Well, the manga was going down in sales, but not so much that you would really notice it until when the anime was cancelled in 2012, and then the manga sales just went down, and they've been staying the same really since then. They've stayed in the high 2 millions. But the Bleach manga sales were actually going down, but it was nothing that you would ever really notice, like I said, because sometimes they would go up, sometimes they would go down. In 2011, like I said, the manga sales were 4 million, and that was during the Aizen fight, and I guess people were getting tired of the fight, or the Ronka arc, because it was a long arc. I agree, the arc was about 300 chapters total, and that is a long arc. So no wonder people were kind of getting bored of it, but a lot of people would agree that it's an amazing arc, and maybe people might not agree it's the best arc. A lot of people would say the Soul Society arc is the best arc, but they will admit that the Ronka arc was good. Most people who watch or read Bleach who have dropped it, or even people who still read it, people who read to hate it, people who like it, they'll say that the Fullbring arc is the worst arc in Bleach, and I agree. That is when the manga sales went down drastically. People just dropped it, didn't care about it. Plus the anime went down, and I guess a lot of people didn't know about the manga still going on if they didn't read the manga. Which a lot of people might know, and they're just too lazy to read the manga because they don't like to read. But what I'm getting to here is that the Fullbring arc lost people's interest. You can already tell people were losing interest anyways, because the manga did go down and was going down in sales in 2011, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that much to where you would notice. But the year before 2011, Bleach had about 5 million copies sold that year, and it came in 8th place. And then in 2012, it jumped to 12th place with 2 million copies. So it jumped back 4 places. But in 2009, Bleach had 6 million sales and was in second place. And I don't know if I said it, but in 2010, Bleach was in 5th place with like 5 million copies. And then the year before 2009, Bleach sold about 5 million copies as well, if I'm right, and was in 5th place as well. So it went 5th, 2nd, 5th, 8th, 12th, and then it started going back into the, like, way back. I think in 2015 it was in 21st place. It didn't even make the top 20 manga sales. So that you know that it's going down in popularity. But what you can do to bring this hype back is bring the anime back. For those who do not know, the anime's purpose is to bring the manga sales up. So for those people who are saying, oh, the anime's going to come back after the manga, there's not really a big chance that it is after the manga, because what is the anime really going to do for the manga after the manga ends? I mean, they're not making any new copies, so obviously people aren't going to be buying as much, so why even bring back the anime? They need to bring the anime back sometime next year, or they need to announce it sometime this year. So I'm expecting a announcement for the anime to come back in midsummer this year or the end of this year. But for them to do that, they need to see a bigger sale in the manga. Because if they haven't brought the anime back now, with the with the manga sales staying the same, they obviously are not happy with the manga sales, so they don't want to bring the anime back because they don't feel like there's a demand for it. And if it was enough for them to cancel the anime with like 4 million sales in 2011, then why would they bring it back with 2 million sales? I think I said that right, because in 2011 there was 4 million sales. Yeah, that's what I said. 4 million sales in 2011, and I guess they felt the need to cancel it because they canceled the anime in March 2012, and the year before that the manga sales were pretty good. They're 4 million, so why would they do that? I mean, like, there is a rumor going on that Tite Kubo wanted the anime to come back once he feels like there's enough space for there to be like no filler or something. Once again, that's just a rumor, so I don't know if that's true, but I heard this on a fact video saying that Taito Kubo wanted to bring back the anime once he felt like there was enough chapters, that there would be like no filler or anything like that. But for me, that seems like kind of crazy, because if that rumor's true, then why haven't we got an announcement? Because it seems like to me the manga is at a close. With all the stuff that's been going on, to me it feels like it's at a close, like I said. But there's a thing that kind of contradicts what I'm saying. It's coming to a close, and I don't know if it's a rumor or a fact, but I've heard several times around the internet that Tite Kubo wanted the 1,000-year Blood War arc to be longer than the Arrancar arc. So there's almost 200 chapters in a 1,000-year Blood War arc, so that's already a long arc. But like I said earlier in this video, the Arrancar arc has about 300 something chapters in it, or maybe high 200s. It has somewhere around that. You guys get what I'm saying. So if he wanted that, if that is true, if he wants the 1,000-year Blood War arc to be longer, then that would mean that, so I guess he wants the 1,000-year Blood War arc to be like 350 chapters or so. So if that happens, that means we at least have like 3 or 4 more years of Bleach. But that would make no sense to me, because there's like no content that you could do anymore in the manga besides defeats, Juhabak, fights, Hoshwall, and that's it really for me. That's the only thing I could think of, and then maybe like a few flashbacks, and then the ending and stuff, and I think they could do that in a year or two. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if that rumor is true, that he wanted it to be longer, or maybe he did want it to be longer than the Arrancar arc, but he just hasn't thought of so many stuff, so he's decided that he's just going to end it. So we definitely need a confirmation of the anime returning this year if we want the anime back, because without that, it just seems like high hopes for the Bleach anime to come back then. And I really want it to come back, so hopefully we'll get to see it come back. And that's it for this video, guys. The answer to this video is the anime should return sometime next year if my speculation is right. I think the manga sales for this year will be probably around 3 million or 4 million. I think Bleach will be back in the top 20 this year, just with all these Bankais and stuff. I really think Bleach will do well this year. But that's all I have for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a like. I want to see this video get 15 likes. I want to see this video get 250 views. So make this happen, guys. Share this video out there. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a nice day. Comment down below. Subscribe. Anyways, guys, I'm out.